How's it going, guys? James96 here, back with another episode of Search for Steve and the Curse of the Desert Temple. Yes, welcome back, guys, to another episode. We are back, and the view is looking pretty fine. I've got to say, the view is looking good. We're sitting here just on top of where our base is. It's just down here. I thought I'd come up here and have a look at what it looks like kind of at night time, and it's pretty awesome. I've got to say, this seed and how it all works is just so cool. It's all, just using preset stuff in Minecraft. I just picked up the figures kind of pretty randomly because I didn't know what I was doing. And we got this. Doesn't it just look amazing? It looks so cool. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a bit biased. But yeah, we are back, guys. And I've done a little bit of work, not a huge amount, because like I said in the last episode, don't have a lot of time at the moment. So thank you, everyone, for all of the support that went into the last one. I'm sure that lots of people have been showing the love, and hopefully we'll have more search for Steve coming next week than there was this week. Just the 2 episodes, hopefully, if everything went alright. Hopefully Tuesday and no comment. I don't know when this episode's coming out. I'm not sure. All just depends on how much time I have, really, guys. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, I've been a bit busy. I've put an oak floor in, which I actually really like. I think it looks really cool. Like I said, oak does look good with sandstone, in my opinion. So I think that was a good choice to do. I think it looks good. And we've also put an oak beam in here. I knew it needed something. It wasn't oak planks that needed. It needed oak wood, in my opinion. I think that looks really cool. But maybe I'm just a bit biased. I built it myself. But yeah, I think it looks really nice, and it just ties the room together that little bit more. And we'll keep working on it every now and then. I don't think we're gonna just try and blast out, get a base complete, and then move on. I think it's gonna be one of those things where, as we decide on things to add, we'll just add them on, and then we'll slowly get a nice base going. But I haven't gone over to the chickens recently at all. I've just realised. So let's go breed a couple more of these guys up, because we need to really get ourselves to a point where we can properly do these. And I've realised that my video particles are down for some reason, so I can't see the loving chickens. There we go, good. How many eggs? 7. Let's see if we can get ourselves another chicken here, baby chicken. We can, but he's escaped. Ah, good, he's fallen in. He knows, or she. Let's not be biased towards a single gender. There we go. That is cool. Okay, that's looking good. So that is pretty much all I've been up to, except for one other thing, just kind of linking everything together and making new areas at the same time. I've made a slime block jump, which I haven't actually tried out the full jump yet, but it looks pretty cool. Basically, to continue with story progression, we need to get diamonds. So I've decided to make myself a little diamond mine down the bottom. I haven't actually done any mining for it yet. I'm going to do all of that off camera, just so that I don't feel the need to, because branch mining, everyone's seen it before. It's just going to be a bog standard branch mine. Search for diamonds, same old, not really that interesting. So it's going to be one of those things which eventually we'll find, and then we'll be able to progress on and go into the nether and go exploring further into the story. But whilst we're waiting for that to happen, let's go down. How high do we bounce? Oh, pretty high. And then obviously you can just hold space and cancel out the bounce. But yeah, this is the area down the bottom here that we've dug out. It's, just a square so far, and then we'll have sort of branch mines going, maybe 2 across, maybe just here and here, which obviously isn't going to be able to be seen because of the gravel, but there and there. We've got a few torches on us left over, probably here and here, 2 space here and here, and I think we'll have some bulky corridors coming from the center of every room. So have we done that quite right? Should be 2 out. Yeah, we haven't quite done that right. Let's try and get this right in our minds, so that when we do decide to do this, it's perfectly spread out. But I think what we'll do is we will just have it like so, going all the way around. So that one will actually be here, I think, if this room is the same size all the way around, which it probably isn't. No, oh no, it would be. There we go, cool. And then we'll do that all the way around. So yeah, I kind of left these materials here just so I could show off, and yeah, basically that is it. Just show off what I've been up to. So let's make ourselves a few sticks and make ourselves some torches. Not a lot. Let's grab a bit more coal. And I've done a little bit of looking around in the caves down here. I'm pretty sure there's no diamonds about. If there is, then I'll be surprised as you, because I don't think there was. But there's loads of resources on show. That we got some lapis, we got some gold, we got some redstone going here, iron, all sorts. These caves look pretty awesome with all the resources just on display. I haven't checked out this way properly. Ah, that's why it just goes around in a circle. I thought I might have done that. But yeah, like I said, everything actually links up, and you may have noticed it's a drop down, but there's no way back up. And that's because I'm still working on how everything links up, but I've made a little tunnel this way because I've worked out if we go straight in this direction, we can actually get over to the ravine that obviously we started home in, and it's a good way to get over to where the desert temple is without kind of having to go completely over the desert, which attracts a lot of mobs at night time. So that kind of makes sense. We still need to find a good way of getting back up to the top. I'm thinking somewhere we're just going to have either a long staircase, which would probably be quicker, or a ladder, which would probably look nicer and be more discreet. So we'll have to have a think about that as to what we want to do exactly. But anyway, what I think we're going to be working on this episode, guys, is just a basic sort of grinding setup first of all for the skeletons. So let's get on with that, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so a lot of work has gone in since the last cut. It's taken a little while, but the design we've gone for, I think the expression, if it's not broke, don't fix it, would apply quite well to what we've come up with. But yeah, we're going to go from right up the top so that I can show you everything. And I just wanted to say quickly, my boots are taking a battering already. They've already lost a significant, probably 75% of their health. So we're going to have to look at getting maybe an anvil or something to keep repairing them. But I think that does make it good because, you know, you don't want them to be too overpowered. And obviously it does take away from the fact that you can't have as high protection gear on as well, so I think it's a good compromise. But anyway, let's continue on down. So I've made a little ladder here which just goes down to the area, and if we go this way, no, the other way, okay, then we get over to the place. That's the drop shaft down to the diamond mine. That's the word that we're using there. And if we just follow this cave system down, this is all rough at the moment, it will all be tidied up once I worked out. This takes us out to where we dropped out before, but it's just a nicer way of doing it. And then through here is where we've got our system. So this will seem fairly familiar, and it needs testing, but I think it should work quite well. So skeletons will spawn, they'll run, they'll fall down, and they should die. This one is just going to be a grinder type farm. I'm going to stand up there and hopefully not get shot at. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something there so that they can't spawn directly on top, because I think that'll be the easiest way for them to shoot me. So the idea is that they can't shoot me. We're going to have to work on it slightly, but let's take away all the torches and try this out as we go here. Okay, so there's our first customer. So I'm not quite ready yet. I need to take out a few more torches. And this one. Good. And I think we're ready to close this area off. Okay, so they should all start spawning now. And if they see me, can you shoot me? You probably can. The question is, do they try and pathfind to me? It's hard to tell today. I think they did. This is quite hard to tell. We'll have to leave it running for a sec and see. It might be that we can't look out as much as I was hoping to, which will be a bit of a shame. Let's make a crafting table quickly. You can never have too many crafting tables. We're quite low on wood at the moment, but I can always just... If this works out, then we're going to have tons of bone mills to be able to plant a load more trees anyway, so it's not too much of an issue for me, I don't think. So if we just make ourselves a couple more fences, what I'm thinking is we might be able to make ourselves like a little bit of a viewing gallery to be able to see out without having to worry about it too much. So if we stand like this, yeah, they're all going to sprint forward, and as far as I'm aware, they're all now falling down. We could probably check pretty easily. Yeah, there's none here, and we've got way too many torches in place. These torches need to go because they're just providing light to that place. So we ideally need a few more fences, just like so, for the corners. And this is starting to look like a good farm setup already. Can you see me? Can they not see me now? No way. What if I take these out? That's interesting. So if I take out the corners, Ow, okay. Hmm. This design may need a bit of a think over still, but I think we're starting to get there. And you see these guys are just falling down. I could probably demonstrate it quickly just by standing over here. As long as I'm quick, you see they just run and they fall down. And I'm assuming they're all dying down the bottom. I haven't actually checked what they're going to do because I haven't really tested it. As I said, I wanted to test it on camera because it's a bit more fun to test it on camera with you guys so that we can kind of go through the process. The digging part is already boring, but now we're actually getting to the fun part where we get to see how our design works. So, yeah. I just want it to be so that you can kind of AFK here and it will build up. But that's going to be quite difficult to do by the looks of it. Just because these guys don't tend to work exactly how I was expecting them to. I'm going to try putting a column here just so I can like rest my back on it. I'm going to try standing at maybe this level. It's still kind of too light, isn't it? What we probably need to do, let's try making a bunch of half slabs. Maybe that many. And half slabbing a safe area so that we know no mobs are going to spawn in here. Probably can't half slab that part, unfortunately. Although, to be fair, anything in a 16 block radius of the player isn't going to have any issues. So let's put a torch as close as we can, but on the outside so it's not really going to affect anything. Sorry if it's a bit dark for you guys. I'll try and make it as light as possible. Maybe somewhere around here. Okay, so from what I can tell, I'll just put a torch up quickly. They're all walking. That guy took a shot, but nothing really happened. So this could be promising. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, skeletons are going to get caught in random spots like that guy just there. So if we're standing here, that's fine. We can kind of work around it. But if not, I'm sure they'll just wander around anyway. I want to try standing right back here where I'm definitely safe. Although probably here is probably fine, to be fair. And I could probably even put solid blocks here because they're still pathfinding. Basically, just to clarify what's going on, they're trying to walk. They see trapdoors and fences as solid blocks. This works exactly the same as the zombie grinder we made, and they can't step across because the fence with the block on top is not quite 2 blocks high. It's actually 1.8 something probably, but it's not quite tall enough for players or mobs to get through, so they think they can, and they just bash their head and fall all the way down, presumably to their death. We'll check that in just a second. But yeah, what I'm going to do, and then the reason they think they can get to me, which is an important thing when you're considering these designs, is you've got to think if they could walk across, they've then got to be able to walk up here and up here to get to me. And I imagine if I put a block there, they wouldn't be able to do it, or it doesn't work quite as well, I don't think. But anyway, we can afford to make a sort of looping system, so we will, and we can always change it up a bit in the future, as I said. Those slabs were a bit of a waste of time, weren't they? Oh well, right. Let's try just going like so. Can you see me? Should be able to see me now. Okay, so he's trying to shoot at me. Doesn't seem to be able to get to me. They're not pathfinding though. Okay, and then if we stand further back, they do. So that's obviously quite crucial. You obviously have to stand in just the right spot so that they want to pathfind, but they can't immediately get to you. Interesting. So that's a few cool facts. So let's go down to the bottom then and check out if we've got any. So I think the best way for now to do that is to just run back over to where our drop shaft is, because we've got it hooked up right down the bottom. I treated us to a few hoppers, and that's a good sign. There's no one here. Oh, and look at that, 33 bones and 28 arrows. That is an awesome start. Oh yes, this is good. So we can now, oh, okay, did that. Let's dump some more cobblestone in here. This is kind of being like sort of rough cobblestone dump off area for loads of stuff that I don't need. But let's pick up these bones, and the arrows actually are useful as well. We'll leave one in there just for good measure, because we've got a stack of arrows then, which makes sense, although I don't know where my bow's gone. I've obviously put that somewhere. No real work on here since we last spoke. I haven't had a chance to do some proper branch mining yet, but that is awesome. That is going to work awesomely. Awesomely. I need to stop using the word awesome all the time. I've decided it's not awesome when I do that, but I'm here all week. It's actually quite late for me. I'm trying to do a couple of recordings in a row here, so I hope you can understand. Oh, drop your sword. Damn it. Worth a try. Anyway, let's head back over to the top then and sort of put our bones to good use, I guess. We still need to come up with a good way of getting up the top. I'm probably leaning towards ladders, just because it will look nicer. But if I can find a good place or a good sort of cave system that links up that gets me all the way up to the top, then I'll do so. We're getting some good flow though going in the system, especially downwards. The flow going downwards is very good at the moment because you can kind of link all the way over to the temple very quickly. It's just when you have to climb back up that it's a bit slower, but we'll get to that. We also need to link over to our zombie grinder so that we use that consistently, because that's good for XP. And you don't really have to do a lot to get that AFKable either. You can AFK completely and it will just use sort of one spawner, or if you wanted to use both spawners then you do have to hit the occasional zombie to get the other one to spawn. Yeah, that does make sense. In my head that didn't quite make sense, but having reviewed it for a second I think it does. So yeah, we're just going to tear down a couple of trees and grow a few crops just to kind of use up some of these bones here, and I'm sure we will soon be sort of working out some automated systems, maybe a tree farm or something, and all sorts will be coming. Look at that. We probably should have let the leaves decay there. Anyway, we'll leave that for the moment. Let's just tear these out. And I think we already got a sapling, which is good. Let's grow all of our crops up as well so that we can start using wheat at least as a source of food, and by wheat of course I mean bread, because you can't really just eat the wheat raw. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Anyway guys, we're getting there. Ah, I shouldn't be allowed to record this late. I feel like I'm going a bit nutty, but you know, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. Just let me know in the comments what you prefer. Like I said, try my best over the next couple of days to get some recordings done for you guys whilst I'm away. I've got a few things lined up. Won't be a feature-packed week, but as long as it has the main things for you guys, I'm sure you'll appreciate it. Let's grab all of these eggs and breed a bunch of chickens. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Lots of baby chickens, hopefully. Good. That's getting close to a point where we can start actively. Did we get 1 or 2 more there? It looked like it was 2, but I think it was just 1. I think I'm being optimistic. But anyway, that is probably all we have time for, as always. I don't know why I started talking like that. But let's grab the wheat from here and make ourselves some bread as a nice food source. Hey, and we got the achievement bake bread. Awesome. And we can look across. Let's actually turn it to daytime so we get a nice sunrise. Our mountain base is kind of facing towards the east because it's facing towards sunrise. Yeah, there you see it over there. So anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy that episode. We got a skeleton grinder sorted, which is a very important thing for sort of general progression through the map, I think. So that was a good decision to do that today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please leave a like, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time guys. Bye bye.